Yeah, that's better. Friday. All right. I've actually been working on this already today, so I've already got like an hour and a half or 2 hours of work on it. But I haven't done actually that much with video stuff. I extended it by another, I think, 5 seconds. Actually, nothing that's going to be involving more work though. Some of it was just extensions. This was lengthened. This was lengthened a little bit. Actually, I want to change something with this one quick. Better balance. Yeah. Okay. Upload it. I think. Because I've been extended it to add a little bit of motion, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to add a little bit to her eyes here. And I think also her motion hits a block point. Right here. Thank you. Hello. Still feels like she's hitting a wall. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Right there. Maybe it's not. I don't think it's the head that's doing it. But I don't. Is there any other part of her that's moving? Because I believe that was the end of the frame before, so that's why I would have never noticed it. Oh, nothing else moving. Okay, that, well, maybe so. No, there's still. It's right here. I mean, it's super minor, but it's bugging me. And having her blink here would be complicated. I'm actually going to delay her a little bit. Okay, that works, but I need to give her at least some kind of motion here. Okay, and here. Okay, her eyes do go down. Okay, good. But overall here, so what I actually did today a lot was I worked on audio, because that was the part that kind of worried me, and then I ended up like doing a lot of audio bits that I hope I don't get copyright for. I checked, technically I'm fine. But I still need to make a title card here. And I don't think I can do that with an overlay, can I? Not here. Let's do that though, because I wanna see it for what it is. Well, thank you, Nico. I appreciate it. I don't truthfully, I don't know how I do a lot of stuff I do either. I just am I just poke at it until it's what I want. It's still, it's 2160, but what's the, was it 3840? I'm thinking 4K. Uh, 3840. Okay. Because I'm going to render this in the final version at max resolution. So, okay. So I need I want it like an old timey like type thing. So, I'm gonna do, let's go with a, I'm gonna go with a white. All right, but I need this to be fairly old-timey. So I gotta find a good old-timey text. That's just hard to read. I don't even know what. Is there a name for old-timey text, or is it just called old-timey text? For putting OCs and stuff, it really depends on what it is that I'm putting things in. Normally in the background, the only OCs I ever put in are my own, and I usually put it in there as getting hurt in some way. Otherwise, I usually stick with well-known characters, but I can't even think of anything I'm working on, because right now this is the only thing I've been working on, and I put in just recently 2 backgrounds, but I don't know, that actually might be something to look into, not just for you, but in general. I have to look into that more. It's really going to be dependent. I'm not even reading the text anymore. It's just but that could actually be fun to do to a degree. Not make something for that sole purpose, but well, if it comes down to making, no, then building OCs is horribly time consuming. There's nothing that was really old timey. I have to do it quite often for. It's like old western. I have to do it quite often for other things, like making a custom model for some other purpose. It's just like it'll take like an hour sometimes to do that. Let's see if I can find a good old-timey text. Let's see, I want old time, but I don't, well, yeah, kind of like that, but I want an old-timey text, but I want it readable. Because some of these, like, oh, it looks old-fashioned, you're not going to be able to read it. This, like, would be very hard to read. This, I think, actually might be doable. You're not going to make a sign up for it. Well then, how about not? What is this called? Yeah, the letters are good, but I gotta get a... I actually gotta find the download for it. Haha. Ah, you gotta buy it though. Aha. It's probably gonna bring me to some login page. No, it won't. Yes. Okay. LHF Classic Caps. There we go. Actually, it kind of looks spooky. I don't know. I don't know if I want spooks. Put that there, and let's say that's the middle. Is there any old-timey shapes? Thought there would be. Like the little squiggles, or maybe this. See, this is saying it's centered. If that's centered, then what is this? I'm confused. You're gonna go off here. I'm gonna... Where are you centered? Okay, so I'm gonna take that as truth. Oops, grab the wrong one. Now it should at least... Okay, now it's saying this is center. It's that, so... Okay. I'm just calling that good. These are too big. Maybe like that. Oh, well, that'll work. Okay, that looks like metal. Now I wonder if let's see if I can find like a good outline. The Pinterest is getting annoying. Like, see, this is too detailed for what it is. I need to make this... That is some big wings. I wish the ponies had wings that big. It's so cool. I think just the standard one like this should work. I wonder if one like that would work. Or even that one. It's just, I don't want to use the resource that another person drew, because there's always that that complication. Ooh, this is actually pretty cool. But again, pretty sure it is drawn by somebody. I want to. I would rather get a show asset, because then I don't have that complication as much. So if that's the case, then this one might be the best way to go, because that is essentially show asset. Oh, and it's outline. Sweet. Okay. I have just filled my entire folder here with just a random junk that I pulled from the web for various things. Oops. The Wonderbolts logo? Well, because it's trying to get the coloration separated from it. This is nice because it's already partially separated. Oh. There you go. Okay. So right now, this is inverted. So I want the inverted, brightness and contrast, high contrast, high brightness. Ooh. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm going to first I think I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so what color is this now? Oops, not what I wanted. That is at pure F. All right, which means it is white. That's what I wanted. So now I want to separate these wings into two different wings. Good, pixel perfect. That means that this one pixel perfect. All right. Nice thing is with how I want to do this, I don't actually have to why you think I can keep it simple. So I'm just going to go into my materials. I think I've just been putting it under Gobo. So I'm just going to call this a old-timey flight card. Gobo. I'm just gonna do this one. Set to open up one. This is old-timey flight card. And this is a big texture. Now my only concern is that it's too big, so that I don't know if SFM will stretch it to fit. If it doesn't, I will make two versions of this. Probably gonna crash before I get too far. I'd loaded a bunch of other libraries earlier. Actually, I figured out if I just load all my VTFs, it all crashes. How often do all this scope creep get away? I usually let it go for a while, but it normally just... Wait, this needs a VMT? I thought I could get away with a no VMT. Well, normally if it goes too far, I usually will yank it back. But otherwise, this is old. Let me make sure I get this right. Old, where is it? And this is going to be base texture. Is that how you did it? I can't remember. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed yet. Oh. Find. I'm doing something wrong. No. These are always stupid. I mean, it sees the texture now. Am I typing in the base wrong? But no, scope creep, there's sometimes where the amount of work that goes into it is worth the payoff. So I don't mind, and actually this is within scope, what I'm doing now. I originally planned this. But if a little bit more work will give a lot at the end result, or if it will help give extra context, sure. But if I'm just trying to add more to just add more, then I'll usually pull it back in. Trying to figure out where that is hard though, or where the line is. I just want to see what this is. So this is models. You know, oh, do I have to do the other slash? I don't think that's going to actually make it change it, but yeah, that's what I thought. So it's that doesn't make any sense to me to do vertex lit though. No, so I've had that happen a lot. It usually goes on with this because I have the flexibility for time to add things. If I'm locked in with an some kind of an audio bit, I'm stuck. It's not going to matter. There we go. All right, so because it is vertex lit, that's probably why the light's going across here. I don't want that. I want this to be just normal white text. But unlit generic did not like me. Why not? Well, oh, really? Okay, so it's not going to be a nice, easy one. And let me cheat this. one of the cheats I do with SFM is I will, if I want to grab something from that I did a while ago, I'll undo a whole bunch, copy it, and then redo it all back again. It's like it's like time traveling. But here, I guess actually making a copy, it technically creates a new action that copy can be undone, so therefore it resets all the history. So it kind of prevents me from doing that. Let's see if that works. Kind of. It's not pure white, but at least gets the point across. Alright. So, what I ended up doing is, now that I got that in there, was I did put some audio in place, and there's a reason why I did it like this too, that I thought was actually worked pretty good. It just required some editing. So that's what I was doing this afternoon. Anyways.
Here are some facts
Oh, let me move the camera.
about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. Experiment! You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
It didn't really take that much more work. I just realized this doesn't have lights in it though. Anyway, I should probably light this. I checked, and at least in terms of copyright, I technically can. YouTube has a nice little thing that now it'll tell me whether or not I can have it search a song and say, is this one I have to worry about? Technically, it's allowed in the US. It just has some issues in other countries. I don't know why I like using that song for stuff. It's just funny. Since they mention it, I thought it works good. And then I just put them down here for watching. What is what feature? Oh, it was a nifty little feature. I gotta remember how to get to it now. I did it earlier. I think I had to do it under the new thing though. Where was it? No, because it's pretty new. It might be under the beta one. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and dig for it, but is it under here? No, they added a new feature now where anybody can ban other people for copyright. I love that. Well, that's status of features. Oh, is it under more? Oh, the more just brings you to the old one. Yeah, that's nice features you got going there. I wish I could remember it. Because it looks just like this. Anyways, if you dig around for it or do a search for it, you'll find it. And then you can, is it? Oh, there it is. Color grade policies. Okay. Yeah, so in here, you could actually go and search up a song. So like it says here, Gangnam Style. If you were to use that, if you use this song, it says that you could play it worldwide. You can't monetize it. But it will let you upload it, which is nice that it lets you see that. But then there's other ones you can get across that say the song is not available for use. And if it's that way, that means that they will remove it or take it down if it's found. But what this doesn't tell you, though, is how long or how much of the song you can use. Because YouTube still needs to know how much of the song. For instance, the Rocky theme. So this is the theme from Rocky. It says not available for use. I've used it and monetized with it. So it's not about, it's just that if you upload too much of the song, it will then flag it. But if you use a small part of it, you're usually fine or can get away with it. For Rocky, I think I used like 20 seconds of it, and it didn't even get flagged. So, but it's also, if you have other sounds on top of it, it can make it harder to determine. So for this one, even though it says I'm free to use it for most countries, it allows, I have her talking here. So
Flying? This is just like that.
So that's going to be helping to prevent that a little bit. So, the false flag reports. I've never been the victim of it, so I can't say much. The one thing I understand, though, is that YouTube is big, really big, and there's a lot of how deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go. So like they want to have a system that allows people to report, so they have that, but it's going to be abused. So you're going to have people that are doing false reports, so then you want to punish those people, but to do that you have to look into those people in those situations to figure out whether it's a false or not, because in doing so you're probably going to ban or punish people for doing false reports that weren't actually a false report. So then you would have to have another check for that, and it ends up being, how deep do you want to go with this? And the answer is you have to stop at some point and just say, this is the furthest down we're going to go. Is there going to be false reports? Yes, but there's no way that they're going to be able to fully police everything and be 100% right. There's going to be things wrong, and it just comes down to who's wrong. Not to say that YouTube's right in it, but from their perspective, what do you do? Oh, I was like, what the hell's it? Oh, the map. Okay. So for this one, I'm gonna do like a map wide light with this one. Oh, don't have her talking yet. She's the intent is to have her. Oh yeah, that's not the distance. Maybe that could be high. She'll actually be making lip movements. But how do they know which ones are false reports or not? I mean, do you just take the word of somebody that was a false report? Because technically the report itself is taking the word from somebody. So again, you're going down this hole of who do you believe? It becomes a he said, she said situation. I just don't want to. Oh, you know what? I probably don't even matter. I'll just go like this. Okay, but my issue is that going to throw off the lighting from the previous shots? Kinda. So I just don't have to put it that bright.
I believe I can show.
Okay, so Scootaloo. Now my worry with her is that the motion blur. Like right now with the lights that I have set up, she is too bright. Oh, I should make sure. Her eyes, yeah, her eyes are not as they should be. I'm gonna fix those quick. There. But now she's way too bright. I don't want that. If they win an appeal, maybe, but even then, if somebody puts in a false thing and somebody reports it as being such and it does get taken down, but that person is then like has their hand slapped for doing it, you're going to scare people into even putting in reports, because the whole point of putting in a report is that you are saying that somebody else did something wrong and that you are free of liability. Because if there's any way that the person that puts in a report could have something come back on them, then why would you ever put in a report? Why would you want to flag anything? Why take the risk? So you don't want to scare people into not even using the system either. If I do that, that should work. She's not overly bright then. And she is supposed to be in focus. Actually, now that I think about it, all this is built to be rendered at 1080. But when I actually go to render in 4K, I'll have to change all the resolutions, or all the focus. And I have them turning their head too. Really, there's not much I have to do in this scene. I think that's it. I really didn't even want to have her moving, or besides normal movement. So this is Spitfire. Okay, so this is done. I'm not even gonna bother that one. So that's why, like, in terms of scope creep on this one, the reason I added some of this stuff was because it was quick. It really didn't take me much work to throw in the like this. And I'm gonna keep this black, so because I think that works best that way.
Spread my wings and fly away.
That one, I think I essentially don't... I'm done with that. Only thing I have to do here is ensure her her sunglasses or her glasses are fixed. But if it's a string of valid ones, then all you have to know is what is the algorithm that they use, and then just every now and then send a legitimate one in. There's plenty of stuff out there to do that for, and then you game the system. Like I said, no matter what, there's a way out of anything. It's the way the system now is going to be the way it's going to be. It's not going to change. You're asking for perfection from a company that's for profit. It's not going to happen. Okay, if I'm going to want to start rendering this tonight, at least to a degree, the more I get done consistent or in a row, the better. So I'm going to start from here, get this cleaned up, so then this render is all done. So I just have to give a little bit of life to Scoots right now because she's pretty dead. Okay, so she's supposed to be like super scared. Changing the system is going to take more manpower and money for a profit company. A false report on a YouTube channel, especially a small one, not worth the cost. Why improve the system if it's fine the way it is in their eyes regarding profitability? If you think a YouTube channel of 1,000 people on it means anything to them, or even 10,000 or 50,000 means anything, no, it doesn't. They don't care. Just a cog in the machine. Stay locked. Yeah, when you have a company that makes that kind of money, you have people that are dedicated to just determining small decisions and profitability. So I'm pretty sure they've looked into stuff like that. Plus, if they change the system for reporting on stuff like that, it's just going to scare people. Anything changed on YouTube, even if it's going to be to improve their system, is going to be a change, and people are going to get scared by it, and then they're going to complain about it. Anything, it doesn't matter what it is. People will find a way to badmouth it, because, like I said, if they go and implement the system where a bad report could be taken, they can't put a hidden value in there, because then that could go against customer about keeping an open door on stuff, like keeping some background value like that. It only takes one person having happened to them, and then everybody would know about it anyway. So it's not going to change the fact. Or if somebody is banned, then they're going to be questioning why, and they have to say it, or you would think that they have to say it. So, there's in a perfect world that we wouldn't have an issue, but we're not. You're going to have people being assholes. But also, a lot of the controversy, videos that are controversial or borderline, are usually the ones you hear about stuff with that more often, where they get removed for something that might be a false report, but it's because somebody was mad at the person that was doing the video for some reason or another, but they probably put themselves in that situation, or they're already trying to be a shocky, edgy topic that somebody then just didn't like. So I try to keep myself neutral in most things, just so I don't have to deal with it. Pancakes or waffles? That's, you mean? I tend to be more pancake. But a good, one of my favorite sandwiches is at an airport in Baltimore that has a waffle sandwich. It's a waffle burger. And it's so good. I have a picture of my OC with a pancake on his head. That Essential Drew. It's actually my Steam icon too. Actually, I had French toast at IHOP just recently too. So, I don't think one is better than the other. I think it just depends on your mood. Actually, for that motion, you technically should bend the legs. Even though you can't see it. I missed out some other motion with that too, but whatever. Again, you can't see it. Actually, I think some motion didn't. Almost forgot to do the eye twitch here. When her eyes shift. Her eyes moving just like that without some kind of head motion just don't feel right. Should I have her ears go down here? Yeah, it works way better. Go back. Okay, I think that's good enough for Scoots. Oh. Yeah, I have that part animated. But not here. Oh. For some reason I thought her wings were close. Lock Scoots. Okay, the one thing I didn't actually do is her tail, but I'm not worried about the jiggles for this one. Alright, so she goes up. Actually, she should be delaying that a little bit. Okay. I was like, her eyes are going to be kind of behind her, but with the motion blur, you're not even going to be able to see it. Oops. There are a couple of jiggle bones, though, that are broken. They're going to be hard to see, but a wobbling jiggle is usually still visible. Jiggles tend not like going spinning in circles. Should be fine. Gravity will kick in eventually. these are some of the weird breaks where no matter what I do, it doesn't actually get rid of it. It's weird. Some of these just do not like to work right. Yeah. Okay, so that should fix all the jiggles. Oh wait, no, there's one still. Missed this one. Okay. So now all of them are mainly fixed. They're not perfect. Actually, I should maybe add... just add a little bit of bounce here when she jumps backwards. Oh, that's why it's not working very well. Because they usually work off just rotations, and the rotations are poor. So I'm going to move it down and then just pull it down. Okay, Sweetie Belle and them. Did I already? Nope. I actually don't want any jiggles for them working. I think it's funnier if they're just completely like rock solid. Including your bow. Don't try to cheat. There we go. Alright, so that means Scoot's done. But I don't have the Twilight done. Actually, Twilight is essentially done. Like, I actually like the idea of having her be, like, super stationary at the beginning, like, creepily. And then just sudden movement. So, I'm going to keep her as she is. Only thing I need to add is some of the tail motion, I think. She's clipping the ground a little bit there, but that's fine. I can fix it. Okay, that'd be good for tail, at least the basic tail motion. Wing. Okay, that should be pretty good. For the tail, because when I lock these, this is going to be affected. I should probably at least add in some basic motion to this. I don't want to put too much effort into Twilight here, because she's, to me, a minor focus for this shot. Skulu is the focus. I'm not hurting Scoot. Twilight is. Jeez. Like I said, she's fine. We strategically placed pillows over there, so she'll just hit that and be good. At least I hope I did. It was contracted. That's why. I thought I had to go in the other direction with it. Okay. No jiggles broke. That's a good thing. These ones all going in. Don't want those animated. Tail 1 and tail 2. I'm just going to smooth those a little bit. Because like here, oh, it's not going to have an effect because there's another Twilight. So in the actual ones, we are busted a little bit. Right here. Okay, that's a little over the place, but it's fine. And her little pigtails, or her little side hair, actually works pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna... I might reduce this one a little bit. Seems a little excessively strong. Well, that's tail. They're these two. Yeah, that's better. The tail should be fine. But, so when it moves, it's just right here it needs to be smooth. It goes and essentially clips her tail from here to here. It's not really that big of a deal, but just in case, I'm going to curve it in more, because then it just makes it's less visible clipping. Like I'm not actually cutting her leg in pieces. Oh, there actually is a good clip from the ground here, though, from here to here. To fix that, if the hair were to do this, it would probably get pulled backwards. Like that. So, yeah, I put the effort into it. This is fine. Wrap my leg around my headphone cord. Alright, and again from here to here. So this one's a little harder. Let's see if I can do this. How the shadows look on. It looks fine, but it lets out too early. Okay. That's much better. Okay. Okay, from here to here, I think I'm just gonna completely remove what the hair is doing and just do it myself. I really don't know what it's doing. I don't really care for clips of glasses. Okay, I think I might just leave the hair as it is then. Do I need to do anything with her bun back here? It does kind of go all over the place. So I'm thinking about just reducing its motion. But I don't think I want to get rid of it. No. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to consider that one done. Getting there. I didn't name these ones. Okay, so this is Sparkles. What do I call this one? on this one, Twilight needs her wings fixed for one. It's probably going to be in the most annoying way possible. So I remember right there, Nand, right? Yeah. There's no actual way to fix that. You could go the lazy approach or the legitimate approach. I'm considering going. I'm gonna go lazy. No. Equash. God, I have so much stuff open already. Oh, I should probably save this. Just in case I need to edit it. At the rate I'm going, I probably should have. I don't think I'll have it done tonight, but I should be able to at least have it done by the morning. I'm not sure what the autosave was. I had it when I was working on it earlier. I don't know what caused it, but while I was doing some of the audio stuff, suddenly everything over here said missing object or something. And immediately it was like, uh-oh. That's why this is Fly Twy 2. Because I was afraid that something was corrupt in the file, and by saving it I would perma-corrupt it. But alas I didn't. And actually, I can, now that I think about it, render with this as the title card. Because, well, it might not be white, I can just go into like brightness and contrast settings in Adobe and just fix it there. Okay, so the auto was before I finished this. What didn't I have done yet? Looks done to me. I think it was just before coloring. Alright, so we're gonna just cheat it. Wing. She uses alicorn rings, right? Oh yeah, I can't actually lock that to her because that'll break the wings too. So I just have to place these in the approximate position. So I can lock them to her chest 1 though. Actually, that won't exist. Yeah. I'll just lock all the other bones. believe one of these is Twilight Skin. Yeah, there we go. Wing fixed. You can't actually see the other side anyway, so I don't even have to put it on her. Nice thing about this shot too is I don't have to worry about the tail. I just have to do the top and or this one bone and that's it. Too much.
Ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? 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 flying. Flying.
Earrings are fixed. Okay. That'll be fine. Since I don't really need to worry about the tail that much, I can just bake it right now. Nothing's broken. I think with the ears, all I really have to worry about is this one. These ones in. I don't think it's gonna matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oops. Okay, so for one, her hair. That's this one, right? No. Nope, because I'm on the wrong model again. Gotta do this one. Okay, still nothing broken though. Okay, oh, for my head ball. Still wobbles too much. I mean, it's a tightly packed ball of hair. I mean, it's supposed to be just one giant mass of hair, and it moves like gelatin. That doesn't make any sense. All right, this one, it clips the head. So from here, because that's when you can start seeing it actually go through the glasses. So from here to here, that makes sense. But I want to figure out the peaks of it. So I'm gonna say to here. Here. I have to be careful because I don't want to have it just suddenly get all jerky there. Looks like that worked. Let's smooth it a little more though. Still fine. Have it pull back a little bit more. This should actually like move forward a little bit then too. Okay, why does it go backwards here? It goes backwards at this point when it actually like all of this should almost be like this. I have to be careful because like I want to do it kind of like this, but if I do that, okay, so when she also, when her head is up, so it's up here, it should also be that these, both of them, are turned down. I'm just gonna go where she's at a peak. Okay, that works fine, but I don't want to have both of them moving at the same exact pace. So I'm just going to grab this one and just move it one frame on a couple spots. Now it just puts them off a little bit. You can also use stagger. Stagger is interesting in that and every bone selected will be moved a random amount left or right from its center point of this. So all of them will be shifted like this, all within that range. It comes in handy if you're so do the same motion. Kind of show a little bit how it works. Easiest way to do it is just grab one thing and then move a whole bunch of it. So like I'll just do wings. So in Rainbow's wing here, I can move all three of them, and like I'll even do that so you can see nice big arcs. So you can see all the arcs for all of them are at that point. But if I hit them with stagger with all three selected, you'll start seeing like this one's being moved this direction. Now that one moved. You can see they're just moving in opposite directions. It's all random, but it makes it so that you can take the same motion and mix it up. No, because worried isn't funny. Plus, I do too extreme of an expression for her would pull attention away from who I want to have the attention, which is Twilight. Her hair just doesn't, I don't, the jiggles for this model are pretty messy. Look here. For one, it doesn't help them. Selecting the wrong model again. Yeah, the whole man. If when doing stupid stuff, you can break character as much as you want. And Twilight's not in character. She just launched Scootaloo out of a catapult. In a way, she helped achieve Scootaloo's dream. Okay, I'm not going to matter or care too much about the rest of the detail here for the hair because I'm just going to do both of these anyway. Scootaloo's in, well, other than being fairly silent, well, and if to make something that's comedic like this, if everything is stupid and funny, or every character is out of character, every actor I guess is out of character, and everything is stupid funny, it isn't as funny. You need a straight man. You need something that has that one person that is not awkward and way out in left field to help ground everybody to keep it funny. Because if everything goes stupid, sometimes it just gets stupid. But having that straight man helps. I've done that for most stuff when I do comedy. I try to have at least somebody that acts as the straight man. In this case, it's Scootaloo. Rainbow is kind of, but I would say Rainbow is just neutral. She's not made to be funny or not. She's just kind of made to be like carry along. She's the butt of a joke. But besides that, Twilight's the one actually being the jokester. As I thought. I did it again, didn't I? Yeah. Must not have you selected. Straight mare, sure. It's just a term. Oh, I should have been. That's why I was moving weird.
With a song about flying? A song about flying? Flying?
That's better. I think that may be good. I think I did Rainbow's full. I don't know, I guess Rainbow doesn't have her stuff locked yet, does it? No, it is. Did I already do Rainbow cleanup? Good enough cleanup, yeah. Okay. Well, if that's good, then I don't have to worry about that. I think that makes that shot done. Look at that. Progress. So the one thing I left is Sparkles, which is really just lip syncing. I actually went through here, and to make her extra wide-eyed, I went and took her actual upper face bones, like these ones, and stretched them to their essentially their limit. But now I think about it, I might have to turn these. I'm gonna do the mouth first. I think that that might have an effect on things. Oh, but I look back, he said yes, there's rules of comedy. I don't know of any rules of comedy. I've never looked up any. I just kind of go with what I think is funny, and it tends to be that something like that isn't as funny without some kind of a straight man. So that's why I go with that. But I know I've heard that term before. Okay, there are going to be some extra stars needed here because of the change. So this one I'm going to put here. Put that there. Okay, a little bit different up there. Okay, it still seems a little bit... It seems like completely empty over here right now. I need another one to start, like right around here, right around this area. I want a big one. Yeah, big one. Too big. Yeah, too big. Okay, now I want to do the lip syncing.
This is just like that.
I don't want to have too much of the music playing right now because it's going to be hard otherwise.
This is just like that.
Okay, so I'm just going to do her lip syncing it, and then I'll play with the emotions afterwards. Because I do want to kind of have a different look. So...
This is just like that.
Just 5 words, it's not that bad. I don't know why I use my fingers for that. I didn't want a brain, so I decided to go the cheap route. Okay, first question with this. If Twilight opens her mouth, does it look awkward? Not really. Because I saw that this is very lit up right here. So I was a little curious. I'm like, okay, so is it going to be overly lit? I would rather have it where she's not lit in her mouth. It's causing a little bit, but nothing to worry about. That isn't noticeable. Oh yeah, I can't actually turn on shadows for those because then I lose that nice magic rim. So let's see if I can instead. I can't even use cutoff on it. I mean, there is another way I can hide it. But I don't like that solution. I'm just gonna leave it. I think that should be fine. The only other solution I can think of for it is the one I've used many times before, where you just render the same video twice, and then just mask it out. So I can't do a forceful. This has to be somewhat relaxed. So and this is going to be very, very focused on the mouth. So, and I might even have to move it around because the mouth is so close to the bottom that if it's open too much, it's going to actually go off camera. Don't want to move the eyes. Mouth is the only thing that can move here, so I am kind of restricting myself a little bit on certain flexes. How long is that? Only a couple frames. Make this a little different. I'm skipping that for now because it's easier to go back to.
This is this slide. This slide. This is just like that. Just like that. Like that. This like that. Just like that. just like that. This is just like that. Just like that. This is just like that. This is just.
Just like that. Yes. Whoa.
This is just like that. This is just like that. This is just. This is just like that. This is just like that. This is just like. This is just like that. This is This is just like that. That. Like that. This is just 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 like that. That. Just like that. This is 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 just like that. Just like that. This is just like that. This is just like that. This is just like that's like this is just like that. 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 Just like that. Just like that. Like that. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna stay here for a while. Need to catch my breath here. What do we do now? Just like that. Just like that. Like that. This is just like that. Look at the empty stairs of one's mighty men, fallen and fragile. That. This is just like that. That. Just like that. Like that. This is just like that. That. Just like. Like that. This is just like that. It's just. Just like that. This is just like that. Like. Just like that. Like. This is just like that. This This is just like that. This is just like that. It's just like that. Like that. That. This is just like that. This is just like that. This is just like. This is just like that. 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 It's just like that. This is just like that.
Oh, that's a weird shadow if I do that.
This is just like that.
Okay, now to see if I want to add any other potential
This is just like that.
I think I already locked her hair and everything here because I don't actually have to do anything. That one is. Oh, there's two. Okay, so I don't need this one. I don't need this one. These three aren't being used. It's fine. Tracer, I'm not sure if I need that or not. And I don't need this one. And this one. Okay. Now, the last thing I need to do is, for some reason, there's models in this one. I don't want any models in this one. Oh, I need a camera, just in case. This is the final step normally. So it's going through here and ensuring that I'm not overdoing my or I'm not having extra stuff. Everything's organized and basically set. Anything not in frame here that's moving is just going to be more crap saved, and I don't want that. Back here. Like, I don't need lip sync backup anymore.
One,
circles move up here. Nice thing too when I do it this way is, or clearing up the animation, is that I make the pack normally for download, and doing such I want to, or doing all this ahead of time just makes it easier when I go to do that. Most of these are already pretty clean. I tried playing one earlier today with like doing this scene a little differently, but I couldn't get anything that worked. Twilight old, don't need that anymore, right? Nope. Don't need the base adult anymore. This is the main camera now. That's already cleaned up. Don't need. Right. Mouth back up, I love that. You see here, I have a whole bunch of animation. It's just taking up space. I probably saved a gig on my hard drive for cleaning some of these things up. You don't realize how much extended animation you have on stuff until you actually go and look at it. Like run cycles that just tend like going forever. Like these ones actually have quite a bit. I forgot that I didn't clean this one up at all. Them flying over there. Alright, and that is already clean. Alright. So that makes that cleaned up. This is
just like that. This is just like that. This is just like that.
I probably should do her nose a little bit here.
Like that. Like that. Like that. Just like that.
I think I kind of like it.
Just like that.
It's hard to tell on the thing, but
just like that. Like that. This is just like that. This is just like This is just like that. This is just like that. This is just like that.
Hey. I'm gonna keep the slug black because the slug's just there for. That's what it defaults to for names. Adding a slug, you just. New slug. There. Well, I think this is all done now.
Here are some facts about flying. What?
Okay, Scootaloy readjusted time for. Okay, yep, so you have to fix her a little bit. Her eyes aren't shaking the entire time. Shaking up till here. The nice thing about random motion is you really can't even tell that I just threw them together.
What? You need.
I'm gonna put a little bit of motion on her head. Not quite that much.
What? 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome.
Okay, I need some kind of a hoof noise or something. There's none. Nope. Okay, because right now she takes a step forward, so there should be like some kind of like a impact sound of her touching. Do know that me opening this might make other noises, especially when I do impact. Normally I get a buzz saw. Yeah, like that. Can't tell I do impact a lot. I like cardboard box. Yeah. It's always the top one on my list for impact, and I hate it. Like from the Stanley Parable, there's a sound effects for carpet. All it is just the sound of like a foot on carpet, just a little whoosh. And I love that sound effect because you could use it for anything. There's so many different types of them, and anytime anybody moves from A to B, you can just add a sound of like of motion. That's what it kind of sounds like. So that's what this is here.
with a song about flying. This is just like that.
Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
I originally thought about it before I wasn't gonna actually put in the music. I had originally just wanted to try to find an audio of Scootaloo screaming, like for like 5 seconds, 6 seconds straight. I just didn't think I'd be able to find them. Just getting her to scream's one thing, but I just wanted to have it and then go like right channel to left channel for the audio. Have it go, ah! But I think this is better. Okay, I think it's done. Then I think.
Here's some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. 2. Awesome. Experiment! You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar.
Okay, I think I'm good. I'm actually going to just grab. I am going to put another slug in here because I like to put about 2 to 3 frames of black at the end of a video, because sometimes YouTube cuts things weird, and if I put black, it doesn't cut it weird at the end, and it lets the audio keep going for a sec. So that's my intent with this. Oh, I don't think I saved it, but I was trying to figure out originally, because in Audacity, for those, I don't know if you ever need to do this, but I had to look it up this morning, or this afternoon. So when I did, so the music I use is called Old Timey. Is it going up? Yeah, this one speaker's on. There we go. But I needed it to like, I wanted it to be creepy and get like low and slow, and so I didn't know how to do that. And so I ended up looking it up. So if you're on Audacity and you want to do that, so at this point I needed it at about the 13-second mark. So what you do is you go to Tracks, Add New, Time. You get this new meter here, and I'm gonna go and change its range. So it says lower speed limit. I'm gonna change it to 50 and upper speed 100 because I don't want it to go ever faster, but I want it to go down to 50. And then you have this nice little meter up here. So I'm gonna grab the envelope tool. Instead of about 13, I just basically keyframed it, and I made sure that stayed at 100. And then I keyframed, I think it went till 20, and then I literally just dropped the speed. And then you get this. And it actually worked really good. I thought that was a lot easier to do than anticipated. I'm kind of curious. Like, let's set this at like 90 and 50. It's like you just hit last lap of Mario Kart. But it is pretty useful. So you basically just keyframe it like that. I tried doing this very similar thing because you can grab the audio or the volume level on the track, so you can grab it here and actually drop the volume level too. So I learned some new tricks on Audacity today, which are, it's always good to have more tricks in your tool belt. I'm just like, there has to be a way to do this, to do it over time, and because that was like the whole, when I heard the song, I knew it would be perfect for it. So yeah, tool. So yeah, it's just add new time track. That's where I got the.
Awesome.
But the joke only became funny using that if I extended some of these clips. Otherwise, it was too quick for going and slowing down. So that's why I went and added
You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just the song about flying. Flying. About flying. 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 Song about flying. Flying. Flying.
When the light went out in you, there was no more I could do. Oh, I am
Flying.
I have no right to choose who come and go to sin. A plan is a mistake from me.
Flying.
Just bear witness to the
Flying. 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 A song about flying. Flying. This is
Okay. That should be good for rainbow. I almost want to put that as the preview picture. It would be clickbaity though.
This is just like that. This is just like that. This is
At the beginning here.
This is just like this is just like that. Flying. This is just like that. Flying.
I don't know, actually. And stuff for video, I'm not going to ask you guys for a title because I'm usually going to keep it. I'm probably going to title it exactly what the text is at the beginning. Because, like, to me, this would be the perfect preview picture. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't fit with the title. If I call it Flight in 2 Easy Steps, it's not going to make any sense because this looks more magic. Oh.
About flying.
I could maybe put them in there as the preview picture.
What?
Like, because this is a spoiler. It would give a hint to things that are coming. I could put that. And this is a spoiler. That's not really a spoiler, but this, while it'd be clickbaity, is also giving... I think this would be more fun to just have it pop out of nowhere. So I don't want to spoil any of that other stuff. So I'm probably going to go with them. They're here. And just probably buff up the picture a little bit, add higher contrast, because once you shrink the picture down, things are going to be harder to see. That kind of stuff. But it depends. My plan is I want to have this out in about a week at Cider Fest. But all I have is tomorrow morning and Sunday morning before I have to, before my cutoff for convention. So it's kind of dependent on if my renders go well, if I have the time to do some of the... Because it's not just the normal stuff. I have to render it all in 4K, which isn't really that bad because I can do it overnight and then most of the day tomorrow. I have to do all the final editing and color correction. I have to... I know I'm going to have to do some kind of corrective renders mixed in there. Preview picture, credits for all the modeling, building up the description for YouTube, getting it all uploaded and making sure that it works. And that's a lot of time. So I'll see. For now, though, this is technically all I have for tonight. So I don't want to start anything this early. So I will not be streaming next week at all. I will be out of town. I probably won't actually be streaming again until after Halloween, because I'm gone this week. I get back Monday, but I'm probably not going to stream that Tuesday. I took the day off work because I'm basically traveling from Sunday, from the 21st to the 30th, and or the 29th, for like over a week straight. I'm just straight traveling, so I'm taking a day of rest. So I'll probably be back on the 2nd. So 2 weeks from today. So you guys get a break from me too. Going to the future. That's fine. I'll close this. I have to reopen it in 4K anyway. I'll probably want to start renders till overnight. Anyway, so good night. Have a good weekend, couple weeks. If I see you at Cider Fest, awesome, because Cider Fest is great. You should go. Though if you haven't planned for it by now, you're probably not going to. It's a little late. So, yes, have a good night. See y'all later. Have a cat. And auf Wiedersehen. Bye. Bye. Ciao, ciao.